Yes, that's right. It's me again. This time, I want to talk about constitutional and unconstitutional. I've been very confused about this throughout the years because you have the Democrats screaming, that's unconstitutional, or that's constitutional, and then you have the Republicans screaming, that's unconstitutional, or that's constitutional. And it's like, they all take an oath to uphold the Constitution. Yet none of them, on either side, knows what designates a constitutional right or what designates a constitutional violation. And I'm thinking, I'd like to see a football team hire a quarterback, don't know where to throw the ball. It's like, which guy am I supposed to throw the ball at? I mean, you think about this. And then there's some like Obama, calls himself a constitutional attorney. There's a lot of them. But every time there's a constitutional issue, regardless of what it is, whatever the topic is, they have to run it into some federal judge who usually is biased. He's either going to be biased on one side or biased on the other side. And I'm not just saying this about Democrats. You know, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Okay? Then this guy gets to make the decision of what's constitutional and what's not constitutional. Then if they all don't like it, it runs to the Supreme Court, okay? And there's a determination made. My point is, if these people take an oath to uphold a constitution and they don't know what the hell it is they're upholding, I mean, how is this possible? Seriously, how is this possible? How do you take an oath to uphold something, you know, and you don't know an unconstitutional issue from a constitutional issue? Can somebody explain this to me? Please, I want to hear the answer to this. I want somebody to tell me. I'm a constitutional attorney. Whoopee. Yet you don't know what the Constitution even stands for, what it's even about. I mean, let's take an example. Democrats want to get rid of your right to own a gun, okay? Oh, you're not allowed to do that. They want to censor your speech, okay? They want to violate the Constitution in every single possible way that they can find to violate it, get rid of it, or amend it, or whatever they want to do. Unless it works for them at that particular time in this topic, okay? Unless it works for them, just like with this aid money, where they're bringing all these corrupt judges in to make these rulings against Trump, who's trying to stop our money from being wasted. Now the Constitution is, oh, well, what Musk is doing is unconstitutional. He's an unelected official. You're going to tell me that U.S. aid workers are elected officials that were giving away money based on their own preferences? In my town, there was a lady that worked for a bank or a credit union. And she managed to embezzle money from this credit union. How this is possible, I don't know. But she ended up getting enough money to build herself a restaurant. A restaurant. Which I do believe still stands. I think they sold it to somebody when they caught her. My point is, she took money that she was entrusted with in a credit union to protect. And she took it and decided to use some of it for her own purpose. That is exactly what these U.S. aid workers are doing, okay? And there needs to be some rest made. That is a form of embezzlement, what they did. And they're worried about going back to work. These judges, these corrupt judges are worried about putting these people back to work. These judges should be prosecuting them for what they did. This is the most corrupt system in the entire universe. There is nothing fair about it. Nothing. You go to court for something, regardless of what case it is. I don't care if it's criminal, civil, whatever. The prosecution brings in their experts. The defense brings in their experts, and magically, just magically, these experts never agree. Never agree. And then you get the idiots that call themselves jurors of jurors of your peers. They're going to sit there and decide which one of these experts, okay, they're going to agree with. Well, I was on a jury. I wouldn't agree with none of them. I'd be like, what is this? How can you have a different determination on the cause of a death? Because this expert says, no, it didn't happen that way. This one says it did. Man, I can't believe people just fall for these scams. It's all about money. It's all it's about. It's about money. It's about keeping their lawyers busy and profitable. Revolving door. Keep prosecuting criminals and let them back out on the street. So our lawyer buddies, who by the way, many of them help write laws, they can keep getting more money because it's a revolving door. Some of these people, how many times they've been arrested until they finally kill somebody? And they say, oh well, we better do something with this guy. Man, it's a criminal organization. The mafia didn't go nowhere. It infiltrated itself into the United States government. Oh my God, wake up, people. Now, I don't know why I say that term. I hate that term because you know what? Stupidity, you can't wake stupidity up. Oh, another one. And my goal for 1,000.